Hello! So the MPC doves fight back and a rate hike looks a little less likely. BP paid over £1 billion in tax last year and Labour want more. Trump wants to cut tax to 1%, and the World Cup could add around 17 billion to US GDP. There's a lot to get through, but it's Tuesday the 9th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So Alan Taylor's been on. He's a dove on the MPC and he told Sky News that he's comfortable where rates are and he sees no cause for further tightening. Meanwhile, Bailey has been on from Iceland. He said that by removing rate cut expectations, they have effectively tightened already. He also said that he's prepared to tolerate above target inflation to avoid damaging an already strained economy. And that is a significant shift in language. It makes a June rate hike a lot less certain than it was last week. The CBI has been on. They cut growth forecast to 1.1% for this year and 0.9% for 2027. They think unemployment should peak around 5.5%, the highest since mid-2015, and inflation should peak around 3.7% in Q1 next year. BP paid 1.2 billion in UK tax last year. 422 million of that was a windfall tax alone, but the government wants more. The industry already says the UK is uninvestable, so let's get on that merry-go-round again, shall we? Over in the US, the New York Fed has been on. Their inflation expectations survey showed things largely unchanged for May, despite the energy shock. The one-year forecast carded 3.5%, which was down slightly from April and will give the FOMC some comfort at next week's meeting, where they are widely expected to keep rates on hold. Meanwhile, Trump has been on. He was demanding lower rates again and he wants to see rates cut to 1%. Just for good measure, he also called Powell a moron and a numbskull. Old habits die hard. The World Cup should bring a welcome distraction and a nice little bump to US GDP when things kick off on Thursday. Estimates suggest it could bring about 17.2 billion to US GDP with around 6.5 million attendees. Assuming, of course, they can all get through border control. That was not the case for Omar Artan, one of FIFA's top refs, but he was from Somalia and he was refused entry to the US. In the market, the dollar index closed around 99.80. Cable kicks off a little higher. Sterling is around 133.65 against the dollar. We're a little higher against the euro, around 115.75, and euro dollar is around 115.50 on the open this morning. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.